Alright, yeah, we got the quick boomerang, and now Dr. Wily's gonna show up and, waggle his eyebrows at us in that animation they reused for like 6 entire games and go over to his little fortress castle. This is the first game where they actually have a little map of his fortress that you can see while you're doing the level, which is kind of neat. They didn't have that in the first one. And this is sort of the beginning of his, like, skull motif that he becomes very fond of. I guess, it's good to have a gimmick, I suppose, so... That went so well, I'm actually going to attempt, the first Fortress stage with, like, some of the most famous music in video game history. So that should be cool. We were greeted right off the bat by a flock of, freshly hatched farm birds for, say hello and greet the day and give us all of our, market evaluations for the evening so that we can buy the stocks and bonds on which robots happen to be more popular at this particular juncture. Because Mega Man is a guy who likes to keep up with the times, and he has a lot of money tied up in certain investments. So it's very important to use, Platform 3 here, because there's a wall and you need to climb it, even though you can use Platform 1 for literally the exact same thing, and it uses up less ammo, but you actually need to use Platform 1 a lot later, so it technically is worth it to use Item 3 there, just because, if only to save on Platform 1, Because later we have to jump around and there's... Seriously? Okay, I guess it only goes up when you're standing on it, yeah. You can tell that I'm not super familiar with Item 3 because it's kind of dumb, but whatever. So yeah, here we go. We're iteming 3 here. And we're gonna... Alright, good. I was worried that I threw it up too high and that I wouldn't be able to jump on it and... Oh, wow. That was amazing. Really? Seriously? Oh my god. Okay, well that's not the best thing that's ever happened to me, but, yeah, so I'm kind of stranded down here. I guess I could farm that worm for, ammo for a million years, but that's horrible and I don't want to, so I won't. Okay, new plan. I'm just gonna do this. Okay, and then hopefully I should be able to... Son of a... Bee sting! Wow, okay, well, I guess, I had to pay penance for... Okay, got it. You have to shout there, in a manly way, or else Mega Man won't jump as good. You have to inspire him. You have to inspire him to do his best, to do his very best job, and that's how you jump higher. You make his leg arrows actuate, and he has like an auditory processing unit, like a Furby or something. You gotta talk to him, so it's weird. Dr. Light was like pretty stoned when he made Mega Man. I feel like that's pretty apparent by now, just based on what we've observed. So far, but I figured I would make that, explicit for those of you who weren't entirely sure yet. So here we can, use the most broken weapon in the world to just kind of, cheese Sniper Joe here, because I guess I already have my fill of manly one-on-one getting shot in the face like a moron battles with him in the last episode, and I don't even feel like trying anymore. So I'm just gonna avoid this Springling man completely, Mr. Springling, I don't have time for him. He's pretty much just like a toy that Dr. Wily somehow got his skin to damage Mega Man on contact. I don't know if he's corrosive or if Mega Man just really doesn't like being touched. Which I can, relate to. I can understand that. It's pretty distressing sometimes. I think I might have screwed this up. I did. So, I accurately assessed my own performance there. And really, that's the most important thing, so that you can try better the next time, honestly. I was probably too distracted talking about, Mega Man's sensory input issues to, like, actually throw out the platforms good. You kind of need to be on the very edge, yeah, before you throw the next one. You won't get enough horizontal distance. And the rocket sled doesn't give you enough vertical distance, so that's where item 1 really shines. It's such a good item, I really recommend it. If you were on Amazon, I would probably review it with a high number of stars to recommend that you buy it and you would enjoy your purchase experience. So, we're approaching the end of our little journey together here, here in Platform Town, and we're going to have to jump on some things over, the Stygian abyss of blackness that represents, our own inability to feel love. But that's okay, because now we can symbolically conquer it by running away from, like, a cartoon robot dragon. Which really, isn't that the entire purpose of video games? I think so, and if you disagree, then I disagree with you. Now, here, his weakness is the Quip Boomerang, and you're going to want to stay on the top platform most of the time, because The main danger here is getting knocked off and falling into the void. So actually, if you're on the top, you can get caught by sort of the bottom one, and then you die because you weren't really making a huge effort to actually jump over those things. But it's cool, you know, I got an extra life, so I have one more chance. And I actually did pretty okay that time. If I even applied like a modicum of effort, I think I'd be able to do it. The quick boomerang also uses a very little ammo. Quick boomerang actually a really good weapon. Like, if the metal blade wasn't in this game, it would probably be one of the best, or like the best weapons, because it barely uses up any ammo. It's really fast, you know, it has a big circular arc that it hits in front of you. And also, if you miss and the boomerang like returns to you, it doesn't use up any ammo, which is, you know, considerate of them, like a real boomerang. So yeah, it's actually really good. It's just, since I always save Quickman for last, normally, I usually don't get it till the end, but it still helps you out in the fortress stages. So I'll be making, you know, more use of the quick boomerang in the coming videos, I'm sure. So, you know, quick boomerang fans, look out for that, because I know you're out there, you know, and we got to stick together, I guess, because those, you know, those frickin' Pharaoh Shot fans, they're the worst. You know, we can all commiserate about that, am I right, guys? Okay, this is, what? Stop. Help. Please. Okay. Why? What is happening in my brain right now? Like, what neurons are deciding that this is a good thing to do? I'm trying to get to the edge of the ladder. I'm gonna throw the item. I hope I don't run out of ammo for it. I think I'm gonna have just enough. Yeah, so, this is my last life anyway, so it doesn't really matter, because I won't have to do that segment again before dying, but this screen requires a very complex strategy known as holding the up button that not a lot of people can master. It took me a lot of tries to sort of internalize, you know, the actions into my muscle memory, and here you can clearly see the fruits of my labors are coming to light. So just thought I'd share that little tidbit with all of you as I'm jumping across the blocks here. I mean, it makes you feel pretty cool. It makes you feel alive. You know, it gets your adrenaline pumping. Your, you know, robot, like, adrenaline substitute. I mean, you can't jump too fast, or you'll hit the edge of the... Oh, my gravy almighty, on a platter full of cheesesteak! Is this really happening to me? Is this my life right now? Oh, my God. Oh, okay. Oh... I guess my subconscious just really wanted me to edit this video. That's the only explanation, so... Whatever. You win, subconscious. You win again. I don't have anything to farm for the farm birds, so I'm just gonna try to, you know, kill them in utero here. It's a grim reality that we live in. I did always kind of like about this level that's unusual for most of the fortress levels, is that it kind of looks like an actual fortress. Most of them are just sort of like little abstract platforming. God damn it. See, that's what I was afraid of the first time. Let's see if I can hilariously screw this up again. Okay, so I'm gonna get this life, because I kind of need it a lot. And then, maybe if I put it here, and then... Okay, good. Yeah, I jumped too early last time and I hit the ceiling. That was my problem, so... Now that I had a little more, you know, a little more immediate familiarity with the jump I was expected to do, I guess I can do it, but... See, it's cool how it looks like we're climbing up the ramparts here, and, like, the Sniper Joes are in these little sections, and there's even, like, a hole for them to shoot out of. It's like a real fortress that you use to defend stuff. Like, it's kind of cool. Most of the levels do not do that, which is kind of nice. I mean, they usually vaguely kind of follow the directions that are laid out on the fortress, like, map screen, but it's rare that it looks like, you know, the level design would have any actual practical use of the fortress, you know, for defending it from anything except, like, one particular robot, whose name is Mega Man, and jumps around a lot, like... And I can't fault them for that, because, you know, it matters, the gameplay is what matters. Like, I don't play Mega Man for, like, the, you know, sense of verisimilitude that it gives me. I mean, I guess some people do, and they're probably really disappointed all the time, so I'm sorry about that. But for me, you know, it's kind of neat. It's something that's neat about this level that I feel like talking about because I'm playing this level right now, as I'm holding the up button and thinking about, you know, how I'm going to fight this Dragon Man, probably by not falling off the thing like an idiot. That's my main plan, but we'll see how that works out, you know. No battle plan ever survives contact with a pastel-colored robot cartoon dragon, as, you know, General Patton once said. So, Mega Man is a big fan of his, which really explains a lot about his combat style. Patton was also known to use, pink boomerangs a lot in his troop movements. And I'm gonna stop talking now before my hilarious lack of military knowledge becomes even more apparent than it already is. Okay, so here, oh my, whoa, I think I'm just gradually turning into Courage the Cowardly Dog here. Just thought I'd make you aware of that. It's been known to happen. It's kind of embarrassing. It's a medical condition I don't like to talk about, but sometimes it's just woo. So, now that my, downstairs neighbors are convinced that I'm having a psychotic episode, we can continue on with playing the actual game and not sounding like, a wounded manatee, which is usually what I recommend. But, I can't speak for everyone. If sounding like a wounded manatee helps you play the game, more power to you. I'm not here to have a prescriptive attitude towards how you should play games. Games are about having fun. And I think that whatever way you can play it that makes you have the most fun is the way that's right for you. So, I guess you have to wait till the battle starts to really kind of... Oh god! Okay, that was really scary. Oh, I died so much I turned into a sad pirate. That's never something you want to happen. Just kind of shooting Putin. It's not actually Putin. I don't think it is. I mean, he's wearing a helmet, so it can't be Putin. There's really no way to tell, I suppose. Oh, boy. Okay. I'm gonna jump over The Rite of Spring there by Igor Stravinsky, and, so it's a little bit of some pop culture, ballet references for all of you Mega Man fans out there. I know how much you're into, Russian, early 20th century ballet pieces. I think it was early 20th century. I'm going to look this up on Wikipedia before I decide whether or not to leave this section in. And if that's correct, then I'll probably leave it in, and then if not, I'll cut it so that you don't know about my shame of my lack of knowledge of Russian works of ballet, and maybe also my shame of just failing to do this item 1 thingy over and over again. Okay, so we're back in Dragonville. We're gonna go up to the dragon. We're gonna try not to muck it up this time. This boss honestly is not that hard. Like, standing on the top, like, the only reason I died the first time is because I literally didn't do a good job of dodging any of his fireballs. As long as you stand on the top consistently, it pretty much negates most of the danger that comes with falling down. And you really just have to dodge, like, a moderate number of his fireballs. I guess sometimes he throws a barrage, and it's not really feasible there. I just need to keep my wits about me, and keep throwing the... Oh my god, I didn't have all my health! Oh, I'm a fool! Okay, it's time to stop fooling around. I have full health, I have enough ammo for the quick boomerang. All you need to do is not make any horrendous platforming mistakes, and I've pretty much got this in the bag. Okay, Mega Man, you can do this. You got this. You're the man of the hour. You're the Mega Man of the hour. All your friends are rooting for you. Everyone's cheering you on. Everyone's shouting your name. Roll is like saying a prayer to Robot God. I guess he didn't feel like shooting fireballs for some reason. He's like almost dead already. See? I beat him. It's really not hard. The key is to not be an idiot. And also stand on the top platform, which admittedly isn't super obvious the first time you're playing him. And until I started standing on the top platform, I kind of had some problems with him, but... Okay, that's the first fortress stage, everybody. And, I clearly, my crappiness kicked in just to give us enough time to kind of round out the video length here, and, yeah, so we'll see you tomorrow to take on the rest of the fortress. It's probably going to be at least, like, 2 more videos, but... Who knows? We'll figure it out when we get there. So, anyway, thank you for joining me. I hope you have a great day. And tune in next time when we will be conquering the next stage of Dr. Wily's Nefarious Castle. Later!